if PFL and I are going to negotiate, and they're unable to bring in new talent or whatever, they're going to have to offer me life-changing money in order for me to be willing to give up my chance at a legacy.
What up, Maniacs? Shaquille Madjouri here, and you know who this is. She's a two-time gold medalist Olympian in judo and might very soon double up on those PFL championships as well. Kayla Harrison, how's it going?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for making the time today. Now, before we get into everything that's going on with you and the PFL, I noticed you've been putting in some reps with a very challenging training partner. Tell me about your nephew's judo skills.
That was great. Oh my God, I was not
such a cute video.
Oh man, that was you got a real genuine laugh out of me just now.
Is that the first one today?
Yeah, probably.
Good. I try, gotta make these fun. I could tell from the get-go you've been doing a ton of press, and if you're gonna be so kind with your time, I gotta try and do my best.
I had the resting bitch face on right away. Thank you. Okay, let's start the interview now. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Happy Kayla.
So hi. Walk me through that little video, because it was really sweet seeing you.
So the kids know what I do. Especially at the very first fight I had this season, we had to do a 17-day bubble, and I was like, well, I'm not leaving my kids for 17 days, so we're all going to Atlantic City together. And I had mats in my room, and I was training with my coaches. So the kid, Emery specifically, got to see a lot more MMA than he had in the past. But they come to the gym with me. They come on Saturdays, and it's kind of become a family affair. We have mats at the house, so he's got a lot of energy. He's full of it, and he is now Kyla loves judo as well. My niece loves judo as well, but I think that pretty much as soon as he is old enough, he's going to be in some kind of martial art, because he is when they talk about terrible twos, like, he is a terror, man. He is just like nonstop all the time, but he loves it. He's really, and he listens. He likes to do it. So we do judo every once in a while at the house together. I have to tell him no ground and pound, though. That part is like, if he goes to school and does ground and pound on a kid, like, I'm going to get in so much trouble.
Yeah, he's using you as a surfboard there. You had mentioned after you sort of came into your niece and nephew's life as their guardian that you used to kind of scoff when people were like, oh, my family, they give me so much fuel to do what I do. And it was a bit of a reality check for you. I was wondering, what's the biggest reality check you ever got in MMA? Because coming from a judo background, I'm sure there's a lot of other parts of the game that you had to learn.
I think the biggest reality check was that people are not nice. And that includes MMA fans. And I think also a big reality check for me was, like, these people are not your friends. The promotion is not your friends. Money makes the world go round, and people are here to make money. It doesn't matter what words come out of their mouth. The end of the day, they're there for them, and they're there to make money. So, MMA fans are mean. You need to grow a thick skin, and nobody is your friend.
I think that's fair, but let's also give some flowers. Is there anyone you've met along the MMA journey that you've really grown fond of or had a lot of respect for, whether it be fighters, coaches, training partners?
Yeah, all of my training partners, all of my teammates at American Top Team, all of my coaches, Mike, Mako, Anderson, the gym manager, Richie, and the owner, Dan. They're like, it's sad that they're like my best friends. They're the people I probably text most in this world. Like, these two old men are like my I've met a lot of really amazing people. My circle is awesome. It's just like outside the circle that sucks.
For sure. Well, and I bring it up only because I have a very similar sentiment about the majority of everything in the sport, and so when you do meet good people in it, I do like to celebrate them as well.
Sure.
How has the training camp for this one gone compared to the last one when it comes to making time for your family as well as still competing at the highest level? Are you getting used to it now?
Yeah, no, I think I'm in a groove. Like, I've got it down pretty good. The good news is like the fight is also here in Florida, so it's 20 minutes from my house. The bubble is only 4 days. There's not a lot of uncertainty or anything like that there. So um, there are going to have to be some sacrifices made. You know, it's going to be tough. My daughter starts school the day before my fight, so um, I'm probably going to have to miss that first day, which maybe I'll make my mom FaceTime me or something. It's hard. Like I'll only be 20 minutes away, but I'm not going to be able to be there because I'll be weighing in. But no, we've got it down to a groove. We're good. Life is good. Everything's good.
Now, I apologize for not triple checking. Larissa Pacheco is in the conversation for is in the semifinals, right?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. When I was looking down your resume, she's the only person you haven't finished, and it's happened twice now. Although obviously both times you just ran away with it on the scorecard. Will you be satisfied with another unanimous decision should you two match up?
Um, yeah, I mean, my job is to go out there and win. You know,
Yeah.
obviously, I want to win in a very dominant fashion. I want to KO, TKO, or submission. But, you know, props to Larissa for literally not doing anything but surviving. Congratulations. You did it.
That's a good headline. I might have to bring this one back up if you guys could pair it up again. As we wrap up, I know you've proclaimed yourself as sort of the Daenerys Targaryen of the PFL. You know, the queen here to conquer her throne. Although I have a hunch it's going to end up better for you than it did for her. Did you watch all of Game of Thrones? Were you a fan of that last
Watched
season?
the last season. So I
You
don't
didn't.
I didn't. I never watched the last
Oh,
season.
sorry to spoil it for you.
Everyone's like, does she not know how it ends? And I wanted to be like, actually no, I don't. But whatever.
Did you make it up until that point? Up until
Yeah.
the last season?
Yeah, I made it every season but the last season. And then I was like blonde.
What happened? Did you hear about the reception to it and you're like, I'm just gonna keep this pure for myself?
No, I think I just like got busy. I don't know.
That's fair. Well, I'm often the kind of person to be like, don't worry about plot holes. Just watch with like rose tinted glasses and enjoy it. But this is one of the only times in my life I wish I had just stopped. So
Really?
I
Okay.
think you're the real winner there.
Choice. There you go.
But one of the episodes was no, I wasn't necessarily watching it in the most authentic of means, but one of the entire episodes was shot so dark that I couldn't see anything. And I thought this was my bad for being a cheapskate. And I asked my friends who were like on HBO, and they're like, no, I don't know what happened for the last 90 minutes or so. Like it was all shot in black.
Is that like really?
It was wild. It was wild. But anyways, neither here nor there, Kayla. As we wrap up here, I am wondering. There's obviously so many conversations about Kayla Harrison, Amanda Nunes, Kayla Harrison, UFC. I talked to Ray Cooper the third recently, and he's like, "No, man, I make great money in PFL. This is my home for the long run." For you at this stage of this career, obviously the favorite to win the tournament. What's the fundamental goal moving forward? Is it legacy? Is it putting away money? What are you looking to do here?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I've kind of come to a point in my life and my career and my mind where obviously I have these next two fights in front of me. These are the most important things. I got to go out there and I got to dominate and I got to instill my will. I've also come to the realization that if PFL and I are going to negotiate and they're unable to bring in new talent or whatever, they're going to have to offer me life-changing money in order for me to be willing to give up my chance at a legacy, So that's kind of where I'm at mentally. I know that PFL is in negotiations with my manager now, so that's stuff that I let them deal with. I have a job to do. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and the rest will work itself out. I have no doubt that if I do everything right, the rest will work itself out.
Someone who's in a bit of a similar position as you, but in the UFC, Cyril Gane is fighting on Saturday, and I asked him, he's just 9-0, and he's now fighting for the world heavyweight interim title. And I asked him, is being undefeated important to you? Justin Gaethje famously said, like, I know I'm going to lose one day. For Kayla Harrison, does that have to always remain, or is that just sort of an eventuality?
I mean, it's something that I don't put a lot of emphasis on. It's there, it's great, it's fantastic. This is a neighborhood.
So short too.
um, But it's, I've lost many times in judo. And when I had those big setbacks, they propelled me to an even bigger comeback. So it's not something that if I lose, I'm going to run away and be done. But I don't plan on losing, I'm here to, take over. I am a freight train and I'm coming through.
Okay, well, I was going to make another Game of Thrones reference, but in the event that you eventually watch it, I'll spare you. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, please hit subscribe, notification bell, thumbs up. Kayla, thank you so much for your time today. It's been a real pleasure. Wishing you the best of luck in your fight against Jenna Fabian, PFL 8 on August 19th.
Thank you so much.